Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. We're going to be featuring a team with Blastoise with Skull Bash. Recently got buffed this season with Rollout, and has Blastoise become the best starter Pokemon now in the Open Great League? Previously we've had, of course, Swampert, Venusaur have been some of the staples. Charizard had its moments, but right now Blastoise might be the best starter evolution Pokemon in the Great League. Let me know what you think. We have a trainer that submitted their battles that said they've become a fan of the channel, and they're running Corviknight Blastoise with a party hat and Shadow Jumpluff. Now, they said they didn't want their in-game name shown, but I believe their first name is Troy. Hopefully that's okay. So I have Troy Bolton hiding the in-game name of this trainer because at their request, they preferred to stay anonymous with their in-game name. So that is what we're going to do. Shout out to my High School Musical fans from the past. And here we go. Let's get rid of Troy. Corviknight into Typhlosion. Now, immediately, we're ABA weak to this. So we're forced to save swap Blastoise. This is not looking good to start. But let's see if we can fight our way out of this somehow. Blastoise going to shield up the Frenzy Plant successfully. And going to go for the Skull Bash here. Now, Skull Bash has the ability to raise your defense. Is there any way after this Skull Bash we could maybe tank a Frenzy Plant? I don't know. Frenzy Plant is just such a hard-hitting move. I think we might have to just cut our losses here and let this go. But no, we're actually going to double shield. So the problem I'm seeing is, how are we going to get rid of Typhlosion? Okay, maybe we're bait. If we get a shield here with this bait, that could be really nice. But no, they don't. So this is this is looking pretty terrible. This is looking pretty terrible. And if they go for Blast Burn here, this will certainly knock out. If they go for Thunder Punch, we should hang on. But they wisely go for Blast Burn. So a tough-looking game to start things off here. And I think we lagged a turn there, unfortunately, so it kind of prevented us from being able to throw on good timing. Hydro Cannon. Oh, they get greedy! The opponent gets way too greedy. Could have gone for the Thunder Punch immediately. But they thought they could farm more. And now suddenly we have play. We are going to be able to bank a Hydro Cannon. And the opponent, not really keeping track of their energy here, has given us some play now. Jumpluff going to have a favorable matchup here against Umbreon. We're seeing in this 2150 ELO range, maybe doesn't have the timing down completely. We're letting in some free fast attacks here. You want to throw after 147, of course, in this type of scenario for proper timing. 2-turn versus 3-turn. And we get a sneak because the opponent throws on alignment. That's great. Now, Serperior probably has an Aerial Ace, so do they combo play? They don't. Oh, we combo, but we overtap. Okay, lots of shenanigans happening in this game. Lots of shenanigans happening. Foul play, gonna knock out our Jumpluff. I think both players probably could have played that game a little bit better. All right, game number 2. Let's see if we can come back from the game number 1 win. This will be more of like a learning video. I've got some of my battles coming up. Not that I'm any good at this game, but okay. Amazing. Amazing timeout victory. I don't think the game actually gives you a victory when it glitches like that. It just says you win. Yeah, then it airs you out and forces you to go back in, and then it'll probably air you out again. Perfect game we played. Nope. Okay, we're actually queuing this time. Okay, here we go. Battle number 2 against Hyena. This will be one of those videos, right, where we're kind of learning from some mistakes, some of these misplays we saw in this ELO range, but there's always something to learn. I had a day on stream yesterday. I was at 2981. I was on the cusp of Legend, and I threw like 2 games really bad in my set to potentially hit Legend, so it happens to everybody. Going for the Sky Attack here. Bang. Does some big damage to this Miltank. Miltank, fun Pokemon. Another rollout user. Going to be spamming off Ice Beam here. We're over farming. Yeah, rollout is one of those tough ones to time, honestly. Visually, you have to really be meticulous with the amount of sand attacks you're doing. Otherwise, if you go off the visual, like, you're going to let sneak every time. I do. If I was to go off the visual, I would also probably be letting it sneak. It's a tricky one. Miltank's so spammy. Gonna get off another body slam here. Probably would have been better for us to throw our Iron Head first, but at least this will give Blastoise an energy head start going into the next matchup. And it's a fur. This is not that bad. And we're overfarming a lot. Would have maybe liked to see us put the pressure on earlier by throwing Hydro Cannon, but maybe we're trying to go for Skull Bash. Okay. I don't love this play because double Hydro Cannon knocks out. We have double Hydro Cannon, but instead we're going for the big Skull Bash. But we're going to still need another attack anyway, right? So it's kind of like using your efficiency wisely. Right. But, okay, we get to the Hydro Cannon. And this will probably just come down to Jump Bluff versus whatever is in the back. And it's going to be, oh, beautiful, Malamar. Now, Malamar can make this a little bit uncomfortable, but I think we should be fine. And personally, I would just go straight Acrobatics here. I think that's the most efficient play because you probably just need to land one Acrobatics and you're chilling. So, yeah, I love this. And Jump Bluff should be bulky enough to take one more foul play, even if Malamar was to get to 2. And still reach this Acrobatics. Gonna be close here. Yep, we just use the Protect Shield. And then this will be CMP, even if they have it, but they don't quite have it, it looks like. Acrobatics coming through. Such a hard-hitting move. Bang! Knocks out Malamar and gives us the win. Let's go. Let's get Troy back on stream. Hide the name. Gotta respect when people want to stay anonymous. Battle starting. Here we go. Primarina love. That's kind of funny. Okay, a fellow Blastoise enjoyer against the Corviknight. Corviknight. Now, there's been some controversy with Corviknight. Beautiful catch, by the way. Beautiful catch on the Blastoise. We're able to catch a resisted Hydro Cannon. And we lure out Superior. Now, last time we saw this trainer investing shields, I don't think we want to do that here. We want to just let Blastoise go, right? The opponent even made an unnecessary bait for no reason. And we're kind of unnecessarily baiting here because, like, what does this bait really do for us? Okay, like... Okay, it allows us to get to the Skull Bash before going down. That's nice. Now, we really need to let this go. We really need to let this go. Blastoise played out this matchup as well as we could have asked for. We come in Corv. They swap Blastoise. We let in a free rollout. Once again, that rollout animation is really tough to time. Sky Attack. Okay, maybe tried to catch a Hydro there. Unsuccessful. Now we got to be a little bit worrisome about Ice Beam, but we're going to let it go. Maybe predicting Skull Bash. Okay, there's the Skull Bash. Still does some heavy damage neutrally. And once again, we're throwing on alignment. We lose CMP, so just not the most ideal timing. But we do live the Hydro Cannon. Aerial Ace coming through. Not going to be quite enough to knock out. Oh, gosh. Golurk, dude. This could be good. Golurk has 0 fast attack pressure for Jump Bluff. And not the most fast attack pressure for Corviknight. I think we got to respect the Dynamic Punch. Good shield. Golurk is so glassy. I don't know if it can even hang on to a Sky Attack. Plus maybe a few Sand Attacks. Boom. Okay. We get the... we don't get the farm down. Is this just a Shadow Punch, however? Just a Shadow Punch. Able to tank that. Blastoise is low. We get the farm. We go for the Iron Head against Superior. I think they might have swapped out. So I think one Sand Attack will get Blastoise. And they top left before that happens. GG. Nicely done. Oh, let's get Troy back up there. Hide the name. Yeah, very nice. I think, like, if we have that energy right, we lure out Superior with Blastoise. We probably just want to sacrifice it because we can farm up more with Corv and then get rid of it with a Sky Attack. But I understand the temptation. If you have all that energy, sometimes you want to... Oh, gosh, this is such a terrible lead. Horrible lead. Horrible counter swap. Will we finally let Blastoise go? I don't think we're going to. But to be... Oh, we are this time. And it's a Leaf Tornado, and they don't get a debuff. Okay. Play is opening up. Play is opening up. We land Bash, and we get this off. If we get a shield advantage, that is absolutely massive. Shield advantage here? Oh, they let it go. That's kind of worse. We got to pivot. We got to save this and pivot. Okay, we're Hydro... Well, maybe if they shield, this is good for us. They don't shield. Okay, I like the aggressive swap. The problem here is Turtonator just, like, sweeps us. How do we beat the Turtonator? Night Slash. I would have maybe preferred a bait here, but let's see. Maybe this somehow sneaks through. Oh, it sneaks through. Let's go. Now we just sand attack everything down? I think we just let this go. Okay. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. We them boys. We shield this. We got to shield something. Please. Okay. Yes. Shielding overheat is good on your steel type. In comes Greninja. Now, I don't know if we really have much reason to be throwing energy at this point because they still have both protect shields. And I don't think we're ever going to get to 3. Oh, but we make a catch. What a catch. That is massive. Catching a Hydro Cannon as well. I would let this first one go, personally. Because I feel like we live a Hydro. And the lose con could have been like Night Slash Boost plus Hydro. But I think this is okay. I think we live this. One sand attack gets the knockout. Let's go, baby. What a game. ABA to the Turtonator. Blastoise met by Superior, and we somehow won the game. Oh my gosh, dude. Going for that Hail Mary acrobatics was probably the game-winning play. That's probably a game I would have lost personally, because I would have lost that game because I would have probably baited there, and then they would have called it, and I don't know if we could have gotten it done. Okay, interesting matchup here. I mean, Ironhead will pretty much one-shot this Ninetales. Double super effective. Yeah, we're going for the Ironhead. They have to shield this. They have to respect the Ironhead, which they do. But I like that we're just staying in. We should be able to withstand a Weather Ball, right? Get to another Ironhead. I like this, yeah. Go for the double shield. Oh, never mind. I guess our Corviknight isn't that great IVs. Maybe a better Corviknight would have gotten there. But hopefully once Ninetales is out of the picture... Oh, wow. That Gleam hurt. Hopefully once Ninetales is out of the picture... Yes, we're getting a little bit greedy here, in my opinion. With this overfarm, right? Maybe it would have been better to get rid of them. Oh my gosh, they're going to get to another dude. We're getting so greedy. We're so greedy. We could have used no shield. Now we've used 2 shields. Okay, we swap Pluff, but they probably have Ice Punch here, right? Do they not have Ice Punch? They're building up a lot. At least we have 100. They don't have Ice Punch. Oh my gosh. Saving Grace, perhaps? We also have 100 energy on Blastoise. They call the bait. Now, do they use their final Protect Shield here? They don't? Oh, wow. If we get the shield here, we can bash with Blastoise. Oh my gosh, they could have thrown. they could have thrown and just won. But we bash, bang. Oh, you know what? I take it back. The Skull Bash. Wow, okay. So the opponent, I think, was going for a full farm down as the win con because they were probably feeling an X's or wouldn't be enough to knock out Jump Bluff. And yeah. So that was actually a pretty crazy end game. We should have just instantly thrown the bash there, but we got away with it. And we get the win. Shout out to this trainer for a fun video. Obviously, in the 2100s, some plays we can learn from, but everyone can learn from everyone in this game. And I think it's always good to look at elos of all different ranges. 2195 on the road to veteran rank. Pretty early on in the season. Let me know how you guys are doing in your Go Battle League journey. And yeah, shout out to this trainer for the cool Blastoise submission. I think Blastoise is really legit right now and has a lot of play. I will be streaming on Twitch for the next several days, trying to hit Legend myself. We're in like the 2900s, high 2800s maybe, since I fell a little bit. So feel free to go check me out live over on Twitch. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All your comments are appreciated. And all that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.